Hello everyone, welcome to Nigra Techies. In this video, I am going to explain how to handle the refresh token in our Angular application. So this is the part 2 video of our Angular authentication. So if you are not watched the part 1, I am going to share the link in our description. You can watch it. So in our part 1 video, actually I implemented the login functionality. So once the login gets succeeded, so I will get the actual token, JWT token. So I added in the local storage. Okay, this is the thing we have implemented. So after that, making any request, we have to pass the authentication token. For implementing this functionality, I used the HTTP interceptor. So this is what we implemented in our part 1 video. So this is my login screen. Here I am going to provide my credential. Okay, great. So now I am coming to our employee page. If you see here, all the records are loaded. There is no issue. So now I am trying to refresh the screen also, not a problem. After waiting some seconds, I am trying to refresh the screen once again. Now see here, there is no data. The screen is blank. Now I am checking in the console. In the console saying it's 401 error. Let me go to the network. So in the network, so the employee service is in red mark. The status code is saying it's a 401 error, and the response header saying it's an invalid token or else the token got expired. So in the request header side, actually we passed our token. So that means we have the token, but the token is got expired. How we can handle this situation? So if you are providing this screen to any of the user not able to understand why the data are not loaded. So for providing the solution, we have two options. One is implementing the logout functionality. So whenever the token got expired, we can redirect to the login page. In order to user, they can enter their credential and they can use the new session. So in the real-time example, if you are booking any tickets, they will allocate it some times, like 5 minutes or 10 minutes time. Once the time period is completed, we have to log in and we have to reuse the application. So in that cases, we can use the scenario one. The second option is implementing the refresh token. So in the real-time scenario, just to consider creating an invoice, you are entering n number of data in the middle of something, you are not yet saved. Suddenly your token got expired means you will lose all the data. For handling this situation, we can use the refresh token concept. So first I'm going to implement the logout functionality. After that, I will explain this refresh token concept also. For implementing the logout functionality, I am going to create one new function. It's called logout. So in the logout time, I have to clear my local storage also, and I need to redirect in the login page. For doing any redirections, I can use this router. So the router is already injected, so I can use this one. This dot router dot. So navigate by URL. So I need to redirect the login page. Okay, that's fine. And also I need to inform the user that session got expired. Or session expired. Okay, fine. Now I am coming to the interceptor. So in the interceptor only we are passing our actual token. Here only we are going to implement this logout functionality, also the implementing refresh token concept. So let me create one new function for passing the token. So the name is add token header, and it has two inputs. One is our HTTP request and another one is actual token. So let me implement this function. It will return. So here only we are passing the token header. So let me use this header option. So request dot headers dot set. So this is the authorization header, and I need to pass the token also here. Okay, the functionality is done. So the token is a barrier token. So I need to use prefix as the barrier. Okay. Let me call this function in our interceptor. So let me remove this line. For that, I'm going to call this function. So as I mentioned, it has two inputs. One is our request and another one is token. So the token is already available in the auth service. So the functionality is same, whatever code is there, I just created the separate function because we need to reuse in the some other places also. As I mentioned, so once our token got expired, we are getting the 401 error. So we need to capture the error first. For that, I'm using the pipe concept. So inside the pipe, we can use catch error. So this catch error also belongs to RxJS. If you see here, it's get added. So this error data have the complete information of error. Let me console the error first. Based on that, we can implement our functionality. So let me go to the screen once again. So if you see here the HTTP error response. So the status is 401. Let me check the error code is 401 error or not. If it is a 401 error, here we need to implement the logout or refresh token logic. So for the logout already we created the functionality. Let me complete this one. So the auth service already we created the object. Here I am going to call this logout functionality. So we can verify this one first. Okay, I'm in the login page. I'm trying to give the credential. So if you see the employee screen data are loaded. So after some time, I'm trying to refresh the screen. So it's saying your session expired. And if I clicking OK, it's navigating into our login page. So in this way, we can implement our login functionality. Now I'm going to implement the refresh token latch. For handling the refresh token, I'm going to create one new function is called handle refresh token. Okay. Basically, this method have two input. One is request and another one is this handler next. So let me add these two here. Here after this logout is not required. I'm going to call this handle refresh token. Okay, we need to pass two input. One is request and another one is handler. Okay. Now if you see here, it's showing some error after implementing our logic in the handle refresh token. So everything will work fine. First, I'm going to show my service. For the authentication, we have the service. Here we passed our username and password. Based on that, it will generate the JWT token and the refresh token also. So as of now, we handled only the JWT token. The refresh token not yet handled. So let me come to my component. Here I am going to add this refresh token also in the local storage. So I'm going to mark as your refresh token. So now I'm coming to the service side. So I already have a function for login. Now I'm going to create one new function for generate the refresh token. It's not having any input as of now. So the service name is the refresh. If you see in the refresh method, so it has two inputs. One is JWT token and another one is the refresh token. Let input equal to. In the JWT token side, we need to pass the exact token. So already we have the method returning the token. Let me use this one. Okay, the same way I need to get this refresh token also. So let me create a new function for get refresh token. Okay, this is done. Let me call here. Now I need to pass this input. So once we called the refresh token method, this one also generate our new token and will return. We need to add everything in the local storage. For that, I'm going to create one new function save tokens. So whatever we added in our login page, so same thing we can add here also. So instead of having the response data, we can use our token data. So look like our service side, our changes are done. Now we created one function for generating the refresh token and one method for getting the refresh token and a final one for saving any token. Okay. Let me come to the interceptor. Here we can implement the logic. So in the handle refresh token side also we have to use the services. So I can create the same object here also. So after that I need to call the refresh token method. Generate refresh token. So it's basically don't have any input because we already got everything from the local storage. Here I'm going to use the pipe concept. So inside the pipe I am going to use this switch map. The switch map, the data type may be any. Basically we will get the object. So here I need to call the save token method. So the save token method I'm going to pass this is the input. Next dot handle of this dot add token header. Okay, if you see here it's expecting one input is request and another one is token. So the token we already have the JWT token. Okay, this is done. Now if you see here the errors are gone. So let me add the catch error here also. So once it's added I will explain why I am adding here also. So the procedure is same. So here we can call our logout function. So that's it. So now we have completed our codings and everything and I am just going to explain. So whatever changes we are handling from in our interceptor only. So in the initially we are passing our authentication token. The token is valid, there is no issue. If the token is invalid, that means the token got expired, it will come in the catch error side. So in the catch error side we are handling our refresh token method. So in the refresh token has two inputs. One is our expired token and another one is the refresh token. So we will pass two things. So in the service will validate both the refresh token and also our actual token. Based on that, it will create the new services with new expiration time. So we have to use newly created or JWT tokens in our application. And still if you are having any error, like in some cases our refresh token also not a valid thing. So that time it will come to the catch error side. So in that cases we can use our logout functionality. So first let me verify our refresh token how it's working in our application. So now I'm in our login page. Here I'm going to use our credential. Okay, it's fine. Now I'm coming to our employee page. The data are loaded fine. So actually I created token with expiration time of 15 seconds only. So now we can refresh once again. So it's coming to the service side. The refresh method gets called. Give the continue. Okay, see, after 15 minutes also my data are get loaded because it's generated the new token. Based on the new token, it's loading all the data. So this is all about handling the refresh token in Angular application. Still, if you have any doubts or clarifications, please post in the comment box. And also please don't forget to subscribe my channel. So as I mentioned, the part 1 video of Angular authentication I will include in the description, and also I am going to include two more links. One is for creating the service using the .NET Core, and another one is the GitHub link for this complete application. Whatever we see in the demo, I will add the complete source code in the GitHub. You can download and you can use it. And if you like this video, like and share to your friends. Thanks for watching.